Good evening. I'm Emily, and welcome to Future Media News, your comprehensive source for the latest, most significant news from around the world. Created by Kevin Size, we welcome you to the new age of news coverage. As the day draws to a close, we bring you a succinct roundup of the day's top stories, keeping you informed, engaged, and empowered with news that you are truly interested in, uncut and unbiased. Future Media News have you covered. Now it's time for the spicy gossip.
Well, baby, the plot thickens between DJ Envy, Tyrese, and Envy's wife. Envy confronted Tyrese on the Breakfast Club about disrespectful messages to his wife. Tyrese claimed not to remember due to being on psych meds. Envy said he and his wife blocked Tyrese on their phones for speaking inappropriately to his wife. Tyrese accused Envy of lying, shared texts showing communication with his wife recently. Envy said Tyrese was blocked, stands by claim of inappropriate behavior. Wife Gia confirmed Tyrese crossed lines, was demanding of her time and attention. Tyrese said that the Breakfast Club kept making jokes about his divorce and that he was hurt because when Envy was going through his rough time in his marriage, God gave him an assignment to help Envy, and Envy didn't do the same for him. DJ Envy said he wanted to box Tyrese's mouth for disrespecting his wife. Let's take a look.
And you could say that you weren't,
What you mean?
but as a man, some of the things that you said, Tyrese, deserve me to box your mouth.
Whoa,
and I didn't. No, we were talking because this is something that I never wanted to say. And since he wants to be, well, why Envy? I'm telling him why. You said disrespectful shit to my wife.
What do you say?
It's neither here nor there. To the point where, why my wife doesn't call you back anymore. And to the point when you started talking to psych meds, me and my wife had a conversation and said, well, maybe Tyrese was on those medicines when he said it. But if you ever text me and my wife, you can't text me because I just unblocked you probably about a month ago when me and Charlamagne was talking, and he told me that you were on the psych meds, and this is what it was.
This is longer than a month ago.
Yeah, that's what made me unblock you. So that was the reason why I stopped talking to you and will not reach out to you anymore, because I'm like, I don't want to remember my brother as that. And maybe you were going through problems. So if somebody talks to, if I talk to your wife, disrespectful.
So of course, you know, the beautiful thing about the iMessage, the iCloud, gives you an opportunity to recall text messages, and I don't see nothing in the text messages directly into Envy or directly into his wife where I disrespected him or her. First of all, I think of all things that hurt me, anybody who knows me knows that I know and been around some of the most beautiful people, you know, girlfriends, baby mamas, wives. It's not even in my character to disrespect any man, specifically his wife.
Please.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ.
Am I on the radio?
Yes, you are. You're on the radio. Tyrese is calling me a liar. For people that don't know, I stopped talking to Tyrese, and there was a reason why I stopped talking to Tyrese. Not because only did I think he was a bozo and full of ish, but also because of the way that I felt he was talking and conducting business with my wife. Tyrese helped save our relationship. When we were going through probably our lowest point and I cheated, Tyrese came in and really helped us and guided us through our relationship, correct?
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
And then we got to a point where we stopped talking to Tyrese. I even blocked Tyrese, and I wanted to box his mouth, as I said the other day. And can you explain to the people why we stopped talking to Tyrese?
Well, we stopped talking to Tyrese on two different occasions. Once many, many years ago when he did do that amazing thing for us. He and I became friends, and we were very, very cool, and we spoke often. But for me, it got to a point where it became inappropriate and uncomfortable, where I felt as though lines were being crossed. You know, there was times where I felt like he was extremely demanding of my time and of my attention, where if I didn't give him my time and my attention, he would get very angry, get very upset, At that time, I didn't feel as though he was going through any mental issues. I didn't feel as though he was facing any mental challenges at that time. I know that he does go through things, and I know that he has been on medication, but at that time, I felt as though he was very clear-minded and everything seemed cool. But when I started to feel uncomfortable and you started to feel uncomfortable, we took a step back.
Well, what lines were crossed?
And
Because people would be
then,
like, well, what lines did he cross?
I don't really feel comfortable being specific
Mm.
because at the same time, I still do have a respect for him. I know that you still do have a respect for him. Um, I would feel more comfortable just being general and saying that, there was flirting and inappropriate compliments for a woman who's married.
Okay. I respect
Is
that.
that fair to say? Is
Yeah,
that fair to say?
I don't have respect for him though, but yeah, no, I get it, and you do it, and I appreciate that what he
So
did.
how did you see it,
No, I
Envy?
know,
Huh?
I know that I know that everything that's going on right now, and I know that he's being boisterous about it. I haven't been on Instagram in the last 2 weeks because we've been really busy, but you've told me some things, but I haven't really seen it firsthand, so it's not going to affect me, the same way it's affecting you because I haven't seen it. But what I can say is that very clear lines were crossed,
Now,
and
now I get it.
there.
So how did you see it, Envy?
There's certain things that you don't say to a man's wife. There's certain things that you don't say to a man's girlfriend. There's certain things that you don't say in a flirtatious way. And I told you what he said. You spoke to my wife yesterday, so you know what he said.
And down all your kids' names. You say, I don't give a fuck who you are, what it is. When it comes to my wife and my family, I don't play no games. You goofy. No one has disrespected your wife and your family more than you. You know the most dangerous thing about me is I know what I know about the level you took it to. I'll leave it at that. So all of a sudden, when it comes to your wife and your family, that's off limits. I don't play no games. I'll fucking be ready to shoot, stab, and kill when it comes to my wife and my family. But no one has violated and disrespected the shit out of your first lady and your family more than you. You know why your wife called into the airwaves, bro? Because you got exposed in your living room. When I said, how convenient, you could not sit there and look me as a man in my eyes and tell me with real honesty and integrity why my divorce has been a mockery and a funny joke and a topic of discussion at the Breakfast Club.
Well, time will reveal how all this hot mess is going to end. Stay tuned to Future Media AI News for all the latest updates to this spicy gossip. For Future Media AI News, I am Emily. I am an artificial intelligence reporter created by Kevin Size. For more information to the interesting world of AI, please subscribe to our YouTube page at Future Media AI. Thanks for watching. For Kevin Size and Future Media AI News, have a good night.